Let's give it a taste. Our delicious turkey chili is ready. I was about to call it sweet potato cornbread, but we ain't even get to that part yet. Let's try the chili. Y'all, so much flavor. Absolutely delicious. If you are a chili person, this recipe is the only recipe that you need to use from now on. It's so simple and it starts like this. To a pot, you're going to go ahead and add some olive oil and saute your vegetables. I'm using a yellow onion and a red pepper. We're going to add a little bit of olive oil just to make sure that the vegetables sweat down. Don't be like me and use a pan that is large enough for everything that's going to go into it. I end up switching pans midway through. Once I add my turkey meat in, I'm using just regular ground lean turkey meat because honestly, with a little bit of chili, you don't need all the fat that comes in with ground beef. I find that turkey meat is actually the perfect ground meat to use in chili, and you still get all the benefits of a great protein, and it's a little bit leaner, but you don't sacrifice flavor. So that's why I like to use turkey in my chili. We're basically going to mix everything together and make sure it's all nice and incorporated. As you can see, I switched to a larger pan. You want a pan that basically has a lot of surface area for this dish because you want everything to cook evenly. We're going to season up our turkey meat by using some onion powder, garlic powder, a little bit of paprika, and then my secret ingredient in my turkey is liquid smoke, and I also add in some Worcestershire. I add in some salt and some pepper. I give everything a really nice mix, and then I'm going to start to add my liquid and my beans. But for right now, we're going to make sure that everything is browning nicely and that everything is nicely incorporated. The first bean that I like to go in with is black beans with all the juice, and then I go in with vegetarian baked beans with all the juice as well. Now, the baked beans just gives it a flavor that is like none other. You gotta trust me on this. It is so delicious. I will never make my chili without baked beans. Trust me, trust me, trust me. So much flavor. Give everything a nice stir and make sure it's nice and incorporated. And now you're going to start adding your liquid. I'm going to go in with about a cup of water. If you have vegetable broth, that works here as well. If you have like a beef broth or chicken broth, that works here as well. But I'm just going in with water because that's what I had. And we're going to give everything a nice stir. We're going to make sure that we have enough liquid in the pot. And then I'm going to give it a little bit of seasoning with Better Than Bouillon beef powder, and that's because I used water. Now, if you're using stock, you don't have to worry about that part. I added a little bit more paprika for color, and then I'm going to cover it, let it simmer for about 15 minutes or so, and then I'm gonna check on it. It should be bubbling nice and gently. You don't want this on a rolling boil. You're gonna cook your chili nice and slow. Give everything another nice mix. Make sure that nothing is sticking to the bottom of the pan, which is really important because the beans sometimes will start to stick to the bottom, so give everything a good stir. I forgot to add my Worcestershire sauce earlier, so I'm adding it at this step. But if you added it earlier, no need to add any more. Give everything a nice stir. Make sure it's nice and incorporated. And you just let it simmer until it's to your desired consistency and texture. For me, that's just about 10 more minutes after this step. And we're going to serve it up, honey. Like, it is so bomb. Y'all gotta try this recipe. Oh my gosh. Let's give it a taste. Our delicious turkey chili is ready. I was about to call it sweet potato cornbread, but we ain't even get to that part yet. Let's try the chili. Y'all, so much flavor. Absolutely delicious. One of my favorite things to make during the fall season is chili. So good. But the star of the show, this gorgeous piece of cornbread. You can see the sweet potato all up and through there. Let's give it a try, shall we? Look how moist it is. The buttermilk made it spongy, moist, and delicate. Amazing. Hands down, the best cornbread I've ever made in my life. You gotta give this a try, y'all. So, so good. And then you can cut, and I'll just say, If you enjoyed this delicious recipe tutorial, make sure you click this video and this video for more.